What's going on, guys? My name is Colt if you do not know me, and I decided to put together this series based on psychology to help you guys get that boost in your trading. Nobody is talking about this information I'm going to share, so I suggest that you watch this whole entire series to really get a head start on your trading. Before we go into this information, by the way, all these intros are going to be the same for these videos in this series, but the videos itself will be different. Before we get started, go to the link in my description where it says Instagram and shoot me a follow if you don't already follow me. Also, if you guys want my one-on-one mentorship, send me the word mentorship and me and my team will get back to you as soon as possible, and we'll see if you're a good fit for my mentorship. Now, without further ado, let's get into the series. What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is the psychology video number 2. Alright, these are key things that you need to do when you're trading. Very important stuff. I've noticed a lot of the time when I was first starting out as a trader, I was always thinking about that moment right then and there. And I was like, alright, I want to go to make a $500 day, a $1,000 day. And when I wouldn't hit that objective, I would get really discouraged. And it would make me scared, or it would make me angry. It would force me to go back into the markets and trade more. And that's when I'd end up losing all my profit and start taking losses. And then that led to me revenge trading because I wanted to make back that profit. So understand that your objectives and your price targets or profit targets aren't always going to be hit. And this also goes hand in hand with thinking long term. It's like, you guys need to understand that the thing about trading is once you have the skills to be profitable, you're going to have the ability to be able to trade for the rest of your life. So you guys are all very young right now. At least I think so. So if you're in your 20s, you should not be stressing about getting rich from trading right now. And I know it's hard with all these other traders out there that are absolutely dominating the markets, and you're like, oh, well, this guy out here is making 20K in a day. Like, I got to get to those numbers in the next 6 months. Because when you're in your 30s, you can be at that stage where you're doing 20K consistently. And then you're making like 200K a freaking week or within 10 days. So it's very important to think long term. Get out of that short term mindset because it's not healthy for you whatsoever. Now, take breaks when needed. And this goes hand in hand with taking breaks and like when you need to walk away from the markets for a couple of minutes to wait for a setup to come to fruition, or taking a week away from the markets, 2 weeks away from the markets. Like, you guys need to make sure that you're always in the right stage when it comes to trading, that you're never just in this bad mindset. So take breaks. Some of the examples I can give you, like if you're hungover, you shouldn't be trading. If you just got out of a bad relationship and you got your heart broken, you shouldn't be trading. If you're having a death in your family, you shouldn't be trading. Anything where your emotions are not positive and happy, that aren't if you don't have those emotions when you're trading, you shouldn't be trading, because that's going to damage your outlook on the markets, and you're not going to be trading in really a conscious way. You're just going to be trading out of like, oh, I just want to trade because I feel like I need to trade. Take time. Now, the second, and I'm going to go over the third. The second is like, one thing that I usually do is if I feel myself getting impatient and I want to take a trade, or I see a trade forming but the candle hasn't closed, what I'll do is I'll walk around my apartment, or I'll get up, I'll do some push-ups on the ground real quick, and then I'll come back. Or if I know the candle has like 10 minutes left, I'm on the minute 15 time frame, it has 10 minutes left, then I'll make a quick snack. Maybe I'll make some coffee, maybe I'll take a quick shower, maybe I'll call a friend real quick, my girlfriend. I will do something to get my mind from staring at the charts about to make a stupid decision to then refocusing on something else for the time being, and then going back to the markets with a fresh outlook. So take breaks when it's needed. Now, the third key point is if you take a really big loss, you shouldn't be trading the next day. You should be honest with yourself and say, do you know what? I just took this loss because I did something stupid. I am disappointed in myself, but I know I'm not going to do that in the future. And I also understand that I need to take a little time away from the market. So I'm going to take the next 3 days off, or maybe it's Wednesday and you took a loss. And like, do you know what? I'm going to just take the rest of the week off, and I'm going to come back on Monday with a clear state of mind. You guys need to do that. It's very important for you guys to be able to do that and just say, admit to yourself, you know what? I want to focus on account preservation because we want to preserve our capital. Because if you make too many dumb mistakes, you're not going to have any money to trade with. And that's going to suck. It's not about taking millions of trades. It's about being patient and taking all these trades. And that's where it comes hand in hand too. It's like you guys can have 300 profitable days, and then there could be one day where it could wipe it all out. That's why I'm going over the psychology so you guys don't make these same mistakes that I made. It sucks losing $10,000 in a day. It really does. I've done it multiple times. It really does suck, guys, and I don't want you guys to do that. One thing that you guys need to do too is from time to time, change your trading environment. There's times where I just go and I trade at my desk every single day and I just go stir crazy. I will just go crazy sitting at that desk every single day. So maybe I'll go to my lobby and trade. Maybe I'll go in my bed and trade. Maybe I'll trade while I'm taking a shit. I'm joking. I don't do that, guys. I've never done that. Maybe I'll trade on my island, my kitchen island. It's just like sometimes you have to change your environment. It will really give you a fresh outlook on the markets if you have a new environment to trade in. So if you have been sitting at the same desk for every single day, go outside and trade. You guys can use your hotspot on your phone to connect to your laptop. Like, that's the beautiful thing about trading is you guys can literally trade anywhere in the world that you guys want. Just because you change your environment doesn't mean you don't have to follow your rules anymore. You're obviously going to follow your rules and do all that stuff still.
Yo, if you guys are looking to scale your trading business and you want to get to the next level, whether you're just starting out or you already have some experience in the trading industry, you need to join us at Reward Over Risk. We have a bunch of programs like one-on-one mentorship where I actually have a 10-day class where I show you my exact strategies. We have live trading sessions where we get on Zoom calls and trade together as a community. And we also have trading softwares that can trade 100% hands-free for you. We have everything that you need to take over to your trading this year and the following years. But the only way for you to apply for this is to click the link in the description and book a phone call. Once again, click the link in the description, book a phone call, and let's see if you're a good fit to be a part of our community. Talk soon.
Okay, trading goals. Your goals should go hand in hand with improvement. So you obviously should have goals of like, you know what, I want to quit my job in the next year and have trading replace my income, my full-time income, with my job with trading. That's an amazing goal. And a lot of people, what they do is they'll go and they'll start trading, they'll make some money, and then they'll quit their job thinking that the money's always going to be there. You guys should have emergency funds. This is just life advice right here. You guys should have an emergency fund of up to a year. If you don't have your rent, your car, groceries, stuff like that paid for a whole year, you shouldn't just be saying, oh, I'm going to quit my job. Trade and make money and also make money from your work. But reinvest your money. Like, you guys should be really smart with your money. You guys should get the app Acorns and start having your money like set aside. Also invest into cryptos as well. Now, another thing with the goals is it should be improvement within yourself. Have a goal of working on being more patient when there's traffic. Working on being patient at a restaurant when your food's taking too long. Work on these little things that are going to help out your trading in the long run. Have goals of bettering yourself. Very important. One thing that I've been doing this is I've been trying to, like, for myself, look at trades, like my profit and losses, in more of a percentage way, not a dollar sign way. So I'm like, if I made 10,000 for the day and I'm trading with 200K, what is that, 5%? I'm like, I made 5% on the day. Then it's not like, oh, I made 10 bands, I'm flexing. It's just like to myself, well, no, like, awesome, I did 5% on the account. That's actually very good. I'm proud of what I did today. Okay? One thing that you guys should also do is not focus on the profit or the loss. I catch myself doing this a lot when I'm trading is I'll be looking at the profit bar when I'm in a trade versus actually looking at the setup. And that's what messes a lot of traders up is like, they're like, oh, well, my trade's up 10K, like, I'm going to just take this profit. But your trade is in profit. That's awesome. What if you had your stop loss at your entry? You're good. It's a break-even trade. Now at this point, it's just like you have 500 pips to go to your take profit. Let the trade do its thing. And here's an exercise that you guys can do. When you are trading, you guys should have a little piece of a white piece of paper that covers up. Also, you guys should be trading on a computer, not your phone. Unless you're out and about, trade on your phone, cool. But you guys should be on a computer. So what I have is I'll have a little piece of white paper cover up the right bottom side of my screen where my profit and loss is. So I avoid looking at the profit and loss. Like, there's no way for me to look at the profit and loss. I'm literally just focusing on the actual setup, the trade that's at hand. So definitely do that as well, guys. Stop focusing on the profit and the loss. Just let the trade do its thing. If it's not a good trade, it's going to hit your stop loss. And if you're using proper risk and all that, you're good. You should not have to worry about that stuff. Vice versa if it's a good trade. You can't control the markets. You guys need to understand that your anger, you being angry at the markets, isn't going to make the markets do something. It's really not. I wish it would. I wish the markets would just, I would be angry and I could say, go the fuck down, and it would. But it doesn't work like that, sadly. So it affects you. So if you go into the markets and you take a loss and you start getting these emotions, just take a minute, close your eyes, and do some deep breaths. Breathe in and out. Control yourself. Get away from the markets. Walk away from the screen. Go outside. Go for a walk. Eat some food. Do something that's going to make you happy where you can release that tension. And then you're going to have a completely different outlook. You're like, you know what? I did take a loss today, but it's okay. At least my account's not blowing, and I'm very proud of myself because I used to blow accounts like nobody's business a couple years ago. Now I don't do that. So really focus on the improvement, guys. You guys are going to improve into some amazing traders. I know it. And that's why I put together this psychological section, because this is what you guys need. As much as you guys don't want to admit it, this is what you guys really need. You need someone to come in and really state the obvious. This is where it's like, don't take losses too seriously. One thing that I used to do when I would take a loss is I would get really sad. And I would kind of get this fear of saying, you know what, trading isn't my thing. I'm going to keep losing money. I'm going to blow my account. I'm never going to recover from this. And that's not good for me and my mental health. So when you get into that state of mind where you take a loss and you take it very seriously, you're going to start having negative thoughts. And as I say, one negative thought leads to another, and then another, and another. It's okay to have one negative thought or a couple. But you need to prevent yourself from having more and more negative thoughts. You need to start transitioning from a negative thought to an alright, it's okay, like it sucks, but it's okay thought, to then, do you know what? That loss is teaching me something. What is it teaching? Like, where's the hidden lesson in this? And then you're like, do you know what? Like, that's what I needed. I needed this loss, so in the future, I don't take these future losses and do dumb stuff anymore. I'm really happy I took that loss. Think of it in a different perspective. When you get too emotional, you're not focused on the markets, but you're focused on getting your money back. So that's what a lot of traders do, is when they're like taking these losses, they revenge trade. They're just like, give me the money back. I need it right now, right now, right now. And then that's when they're not trading out of a conscious standpoint. They're in an emotional standpoint where they're just saying, you know what, I need that money back. And that's when you start making more mistakes and you lose more money. And I used to do that all the time, guys. Like, I would take a loss and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to make it back. And I wasn't so much focused on like catching a good setup. I was just like, all right, it's dropping. I'm going to sell now. It's just dropping. Like, I'm going to go with the momentum. And then I'd lose more money. I'd be like, what the heck? Like, ugh. And it would piss me off. So you guys got to understand that, take time to observe your emotions and realize that this is a temporary mindset. But if you do keep trading, you might take a bigger loss and more losses, and then you're going to be even more angry. Understand that. I think that's the last slide, guys. Yep, that's the last slide. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out, guys.
Not a lot of people made it to the end of the video, but you did. Make sure you share this video with a friend. Also, comment below. I want to know who you guys are and how I can help you guys out with your trading. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping weekly videos every single week on trading to help you guys out. Look forward to seeing you guys soon.